There's a few different ways to solve quadratic equations. Today we're going to talk about solving them by graphing. But first we're going to get some vocabulary down. So these four words right here all mean the same thing. Roots, zeros, solutions, x-intercepts. It all means where the graph crosses the x-axis. So we're going to take a look at a few examples. We're going to graph these functions using the graphing calculator, and then we're going to find the solutions from there. So we're going to go into y equals, and we're going to type in x squared minus 4. And here's what the graph looks like. If you remember from earlier in the year, this type of graph is called a parabola. And we're going to use our table of values to graph this function. So just getting a few points here. Scroll this down. Okay, so let's see. We can graph negative 3, 5. And negative 2, 0. Negative 1, negative 3. And we'll see this sort of symmetry happen with these ordered pairs here. 0, negative 4, 1, negative 3. And we can sort of graph the rest of this. And when we connect these ordered pairs, we're going to make sure we put arrows on the ends because this parabola keeps going up and out. So now we're going to look for the solutions, and the solutions are wherever it crosses the x-axis. So we can see it crosses here and here. So our solutions for this graph, for this quadratic equation, are negative 2 and 2. So x equals negative 2 and 2. We could put that in a solution set in braces. But that's all we're doing. We're just looking to see where it crosses the x-axis. So let's go ahead and graph this second quadratic equation here. So I'll go back into the graph calculator here. Let's clear this out and type this new function in. So x squared plus x minus 6. And first, let's just look at the graph to see what it looks like. Again, we have a parabola here. And we're also going to use the table of values to graph this function. So let's get some ordered pairs here. So let's see, we have negative 3, 0. Negative 2, negative 4. Negative 1, negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0, negative 6. And we see this symmetry again as we go here. Okay, so we have another parabola. I'm going to go ahead and connect these. And to solve it, again, we're just going to look to see where it crosses the x-axis. So that's going to be at negative 3 and 2. So our solution here is going to be negative 3 and 2. And there's another way to find what these values are because sometimes they don't end up on integers like they did in these two examples. And we're going to continue that discussion in class, and I'll show you another way to get that in your calculator. See you then.